been a few years since I dug in on vacuum cleaning technology, but right now is a good time to be taking another look since iRobot has just brought out its newest robot vacuum. This is the iRobot Roomba i7 Plus with clean base. I'm Erin for Best Buy Canada's blog, and Roomba is iRobot's lineup of smart vacuums. Some of the Roombas are simply programmable and can clean your floors, whether it's carpet, wood, or tile, automatically, while some of the newer ones offer app control. iRobot has made some significant advancements with the i7 Plus. The big change is that the Roomba can now empty itself. The newest robot in the Roomba fleet is available with a special dock that contains a dustbin, so anytime the Roomba's full, it'll head back to its base station and automatically empty itself. While the previous generation iRobot Roomba did have mapping capabilities and the smarts to learn its way around your house, the new generation has made significant technological leaps on this front. In my experience so far, the i7 Plus robot now learns quicker, creating a detailed map of your space. And once it gets to know where the walls and the barriers and the obstacles are, it adopts a much more linear and purposeful cleaning pattern, where previous generations of Roomba were far more random. Also on this model, the onboard dust container is now washable, though you do need to remove the filter. Getting your new robot vacuum set up is really quite easy. You'll want to download the iRobot Home app and sign into your account or sign up for a new one. Then unpack your robot. Inside the box is the Roomba vacuum and the dustbin tower or charging station base. There's a cord. There's also an accessories box where you'll find 2 bags for the dustbin, an extra filter, an extra corner or edge sweeping brush, and a lighthouse, which lets you place virtual barriers. With everything unpacked, find a place to plug in the base station. You'll definitely want an easy access spot that's free of obstructions. You'll let the robot charge fully and then connect it to your app. You'll put the robot into pairing mode by pressing and holding the home and the spot clean buttons simultaneously for 2 seconds. You'll hear a tone and see a blue ring around the clean button that confirms the robot is now generating Wi-Fi. Head to the app and tap the hamburger menu. You'll select Add a Robot, and the app is going to walk you through what to do, which is essentially connecting it to your home's Wi-Fi network. Things should go pretty smoothly, and I've done multiple connections with this, and it works great every time. Let's get to know the Roomba quickly. It's important to note you should keep the brushes, wheels, and sensors clean and free of debris or hair to help them function correctly. The maintenance info is in your manual. The edge sweeping brush is what gets into corners and along baseboards. The front caster wheel lets the vacuum move freely. The wheel pops out for easy cleaning. The multi-surface brushes are those 2 rubber rollers. They also pop out easily so you can remove anything that gets tangled up. There's several ways to clean. You can press the clean button on the robot itself and the robot will power up and head out, or open up the app and press the virtual clean button. You can also set schedules inside the app so the robot will clean automatically whenever you choose. You can set it to do a single clean, for example after you've left for work for the day, or create a weekly routine. You can also select which rooms the robot will clean on which days, though you need to wait until your smart map is populated to start using this feature. To enable the smart mapping, you'll need to activate the feature. In the iRobot Home app, you'll want to go to the Smart Maps button along the bottom of the app. You'll turn on the feature and it'll start mapping the house each time it cleans. It takes about 3 or 4 cleaning runs for it to generate a full map, and that's what it's going to look like. I don't know how well you can see it by the time that it's done. Then you can label the rooms on the map so that you can activate the vacuum to clean specific spaces just by asking Google or Amazon's assistant. The iRobot Home app will also show you a ton of other helpful information. You can set your cleaning preferences, check your cleaning history, set schedules, use or edit that smart map, and even track down your Roomba just in case it's gotten stuck under a piece of furniture. Overall, the app is really easy to understand and navigate, and everything works very well. A helpful feature of the new Roomba i7 Plus is that you can also control it from anywhere. You don't have to be at home on your Wi-Fi network. If you're using your smartphone, the app will connect using Wi-Fi or a cell signal so that if you forget to program a clean or you want a quick sweep before company arrives after work, you can hit the clean button on your phone and the app will get Roomba in gear. Anytime the Roomba isn't cleaning, it's hanging out on its charging base, so it's ready to clean all the time. Once it starts running, the battery lasts about 25 minutes at a time, but don't be concerned that's not enough time, because when it gets low, the robot will return to the charging station, charge up, and then resume cleaning. All told, you'll get about 75 minutes of clean time. So the $1,000,000 question, how well does the Roomba clean? Overall, I'd say the i7 Plus does a really good job of cleaning. Of course, it does have some limitations. For starters, it doesn't have the power of a corded upright vacuum, so don't expect miracles. It also doesn't do corners spectacularly, though it does get into them surprisingly well thanks to the long corner brush. It also gets along baseboards and edges really well, and it can slip under most furniture easily. I did a variety of cleaning tests with it, so let's take a look at how well it performs. When it comes to pet hair, the Roomba sweeps it up very easily. When I sprinkled some flour on the floor, I used about a tablespoon. It swept it up in about 2 passes, and then when I set it to spot clean, it got the rest on the 3rd pass. Spilled grains of uncooked rice were inhaled pretty much in one go. When I tried pistachio nuts, it gobbled them up on the 1st pass. With crackers, not surprisingly, the Roomba seemed to have the most trouble with those larger flat objects. Instead of sweeping up the large pieces of broken cracker, it knocked them around on the floor. Of course, it would make sense to pick up larger debris before you set the Roomba to sweep it up for you and leave the Roomba to handle the crumbs. So how does the Roomba work with stairs? Roomba has special sensors that can detect drops and edges. If it senses one, it'll learn where it is and avoid it. If it stumbles on one it doesn't know, the sensors automatically have it back away. The iRobot Roomba i7 Plus can clean floor surfaces from carpets and even shaggy ones to tile and wood floors. It has a special mechanism that keeps it from getting tangled up in things like cords and cables and fabrics, and I found it really only got tied up very occasionally. For the most part, it spits these things out easily. So who is the iRobot Roomba i7 Plus for? I'd say that this device, like most of iRobot's vacuums, are for folks who like to keep things tidy day by day. It keeps things like dust and pet hair from accumulating, and it's actually really great for keeping those pet hair tumbleweeds from building up. Those of you who have dogs and cats will definitely know what I'm talking about. It's also ideal for sweeping up the kitchen after a meal or getting small dry spills swept up. How does the emptying work? When Roomba's onboard dustbin is full, it'll automatically head back to the base station. Once it docks, you'll hear the internal vacuum come on. Yeah, it's kind of a vacuum within a vacuum. And then it sucks all the dirt out and into the bag inside the base. You'll never see or touch dirt. Now, the emptying process is kind of loud, and I'd say it sounds about as loud as a regular upright vacuum being used, so it's definitely quite a contrast to the lower noise level of the Roomba itself. The Roomba will connect to your smart home digital assistant so you can get voice control for it. It's compatible with the Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Now, during my testing, I was unable to get the Roomba connected to either device. In getting set up through Google Home, I'd try and log in and link the iRobot account to Google Home, but I just kept getting a 401 error message and it never showed up inside the Google Home app. With Alexa, it just said unable to link the skill at this time. So that is frustrating, and it's a feature I'm kind of missing out on. I'm not sure really what's up, if it's an iRobot issue or something with Google Home or Amazon Alexa. If I can get this solved in the next few weeks, I will definitely share the solution and post it here on the YouTube channel. Overall, I really love having a Roomba. I think it works great at keeping pet hair at bay, and the difference between it going around every day or a couple of days is significant and noticeable in the accumulation of pet hair for me. I also think it did really well from picking up everything from flour to nuts in those spot cleaning tests I did. I love how easy the app is to use and how simple the scheduling feature is to program. I think the smart mapping feature is brilliant. It's really accurate, and it does give you that voice control, which I think is super handy once it comes online. If there are some downsides to this device, it's that you do need a good bit of space for that base station. And unlike using the Roomba without the new dustbin, you can't really fit this under any furniture to keep it hidden or out of the way. Mine, as a result, is now in our guest bedroom because that's really the only real estate I have for it. The other downside of this device is definitely the price. The Roomba i7 Plus with clean base automatic dirt disposal sells for about 1,249 Canadian dollars, or you can get just the vacuum here for about 900 Canadian. The base sells by itself for about 429. Now, I know that definitely puts it out of reach for a lot of folks, but on the flip side, it cuts your cleaning time each week way down, and maybe that's worth it for you. And pet owners, I definitely think, will also find a Roomba vacuum like this invaluable. So I can definitely recommend the Roomba i7 Plus with clean base. If you want to read more about it, if you have any questions, head over to blog.bestbuy.ca. You can post your questions there or, of course, here on the YouTube channel, and we'll do our best to answer them. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, since it does help me keep making more videos that I hope you all can watch and enjoy.